A lot of times I will ask myself, hey, Sandy, is this good with you? Like, think this through. So I'll talk to myself. And I learned that technique from watching Taylor Swift question herself. She was sitting in the car and she goes, I asked myself, are we going to do this again? We decided not to do this again. And it was the way she said it. And in that moment, I thought she's absolutely right.
It's a different demographic than the NFL, really.
Yeah.
Definitely the pulling up to the house. So it's like, it's been cool to like kind of like dabble in that and like see her following and everything. And it's been fun.
And so, yeah, I wasn't a Swiftie before that moment. You don't have to check with someone else. You have to check with yourself because you're the person that has to live. And I guess now I am. Although I haven't gone to the concert, who can get tickets?
Get ready, gossip lovers. We've got a piping hot lineup that'll make your head spin. First up, ever wondered what makes Taylor Swift so unstoppable? Super Bowl champ Travis Kelce spills the tea on her secret superpower. It's not just her music, but her stunning self-awareness and humility that keep her grounded and adored. Then brace yourselves, as Taylor's album The Tortured Poets Department reclaims the #1 spot on the Billboard 200 for the 13th week. Yes, her lucky number strikes again. And the drama doesn't stop there. Taylor fans are buzzing after spotting what they believe is Kamala Harris's silhouette in a recent Instagram post, sparking rumors of a low-key endorsement. Speaking of endorsements, meet Tim Walz, Kamala's VP pick and a proud Swiftie with his own Taylor-inspired legislation. And lastly, culinary queen Sandra Lee opens up about how Taylor's life lessons have guided her comeback. From personal growth to political intrigue, this episode is packed with scandalous details and jaw-dropping revelations. Stay tuned, because you won't want to miss a second. Taylor's secret power. In a recent chat on Barstool Sports' Bussin' with the Boys podcast, Super Bowl champ Travis Kelce let slip the magic behind Taylor's unstoppable success. It turns out, her superpower isn't just her musical genius or stage presence, it's her stunning self-awareness and humility. Kelce gushed about how Taylor understands situations, whether they're big or small, something that's rare for someone constantly in the spotlight. He revealed that her genuine nature around friends and family is what made him fall over heels. She keeps it so chill and cool, he said, marveling at her ability to stay grounded despite the chaos of fame.
Dude, you just took my wife's breath away. Like, literally, she just almost died there.
Taylor Swift effect.
Defense that Norma Hunt was a massive female figure for the Chiefs organization and for the NFL as a whole.
Insiders agree, pointing out that Taylor's knack for empathy sets her apart from other stars. They say she's always attuned to her surroundings, never letting the power of her position go to her head. This was echoed in the Harvard Business Review by some savvy experts, who warned about the dangers of power leading to hubris and self-focus. These pitfalls can erode effectiveness and harm team dynamics, but Taylor seems to dodge these traps with ease.
How did they find my address? Like, what's been the craziest thing?
That's been the craziest.
With your guys' dating life that you're like, maybe you anticipated, but you're like, man, this is crazy.
It's a different demographic than the NFL, really.
Yeah.
Definitely the pulling up to the house. So it's like, it's been cool to like kind of like dabble in that and like see her following and everything. And it's been fun.
And throw you some just random messages.
You know what he'll do? He'll see some wild shit come across, turned into a lot of her fans, or her fans have turned into like Chiefs fans.
Sources have seen her empathetic leadership firsthand, especially when she pauses her shows to help distressed fans or publicly thanks venues. This isn't just a nice gesture, it's a powerful leadership move. By acknowledging her team and her audience, she boosts their morale and effectiveness. According to insiders, leaders like Taylor, who mix humility with accountability, not only avoid becoming self-absorbed, but also enhance their own effectiveness and that of their teams. So next time you see Taylor on stage or hear about her latest hit, remember, her true superpower is that rare blend of empathy and self-awareness that keeps her and everyone around her thriving.
Like something about me and Taylor. It's like, hey, you guys okay?
You guys all right out there?
Get off Facebook, Dad. That's my girl.
That's your girl.
You know what I mean? That's my lady. So it's like, I'm proud of that. Really fall for was how genuine she is around just like friends, family. She's in the madness, man. She wants to be a part of it. She wants to support me and do things like that. She got buku points for that. I was like, damn, I was like, man, she really won me over with that one.
Taylor's lucky 13. Taylor Swift has done it again. For the 13th non-consecutive week, her album The Tortured Poets Department is back at #1 on the Billboard 200. This comeback not only cements her legendary status, but also plays into her famous lucky number 13. The album, which already topped the charts for 12 weeks earlier this year, jumps from number 4 to the top spot, extending Swift's record for the most weeks at number 1 for a solo artist. With 82 weeks total, she's miles ahead of Elvis Presley, who sits at 67 weeks. Insiders say it's not just luck or fandom fueling her reign. This week was slow on new releases, giving Taylor the perfect opening to reclaim her throne. The highest new entry was Ice Spice's Y2K debuting at number 18, leaving room for Taylor's powerhouse presence to dominate yet again. Last week saw K-pop stars Stray Kids and Jimin making waves with their albums debuting at number 1 and number 2 respectively. But the pop tides shifted quickly. Stray Kids fell to number 6 and Jimin plummeted to number 17. This reshuffling allowed familiar faces to climb back up. Morgan Wallen's One Thing at a Time leapt to number 2, and Zach Bryan's The Great American Bar Scene soared to number 3. Taylor endorses Kamala? Taylor Swift fans are buzzing with speculation after spotting what appears to be Vice President Kamala Harris's silhouette in one of Taylor's recent Instagram posts. The pop superstar, currently dazzling Europe on her Eras tour, shared a series of photos from her Warsaw shows. But it's the 7th slide that's causing a stir, a shadowy figure waving behind Taylor that fans are convinced is Harris. Social media exploded with theories. One user on X commented, "It really feels like it should be a bigger deal that Taylor left a shadow of Kamala on her Instagram post, but I don't really see anyone talking about it." Another wrote, "Swift is low-key endorsing Kamala Harris on Instagram. No public statement yet besides this pic." This all comes as Harris announced Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as a running mate for the 2024 presidential election. At a Philadelphia rally, Walz didn't hold back, calling Donald Trump and J.D. Vance creepy and, yes, weird. The campaign reportedly raised over $20 million following the VP announcement, and with Harris edging ahead in national polls, a Swift endorsement could be a game-changer. Swift, who endorsed Biden in 2020, has been vocal about her liberal stance on various issues, from being pro-choice to advocating for LGBTQ+ rights and gun control. While she hasn't confirmed her support for Harris officially, fans are on high alert for any more clues as Harris and Walz hit the campaign trail. With her massive influence over young voters, Taylor's nod could be pivotal for the Harris-Walz ticket. Will she make a public statement, or is this Instagram shadow the closest we'll get? The Swifties are watching closely. Swiftie VP on the ticket. Meet Tim Walz, Kamala Harris's newly announced running mate and the Midwestern dad who's making waves with Swifties. Walz, the 60-year-old former Minnesota governor, is the man behind the Taylor Swift bill, a law designed to bring transparency to ticket sales. Frustrated after failing to snag tickets to Swift's Eras Tour in 2023, Walz took action, signing House File 1989, named after Swift's birth year and album, at the iconic First Avenue venue in Minneapolis. This law ensures upfront fee disclosure and curbs ticket reselling fraud, protecting fans from scams and unfair practices. Walz's Swiftie status has endeared him to the pop star's massive fan base. His relatable tweet featuring his cat Afton, accompanied by a caption about the struggle of not getting Swift tickets, resonated with many. Harris praised Walz's commitment to middle-class families, highlighting his bipartisan efforts to pass infrastructure investments, tax cuts for working families, and laws providing paid family and medical leave. Her Instagram post announcing Walz emphasized their shared vision. "We are going to build a great partnership. We are going to build a great team. We are going to win this election." Walz, a history teacher, high school football coach, congressman, and two-term governor, has also made a name for himself with progressive policies and a penchant for calling Republican politicians weird. As Harris and Walz gear up for the Democratic National Convention in Chicago and start their tour through swing states, the duo is poised to make a significant impact. With Walz's relatable charm and Harris's political acumen, this partnership is one to watch closely.
The fascists depend on fear. The fascists depend on us going back. But we're not afraid of weird people.
Well, it's true. These guys are just
It
weird.
is.
And
It is.
you know, they're running for He-Man Women Haters Club or something. That stuff is weird. They come across weird. They seem obsessed with this.
We're a little bit creeped out, but we're not afraid.
They're talking about, God, it's too damn expensive to pay for childcare. And I think what's happened is the spell's been broken. Donald Trump is potentially going to end constitutional liberties that we have, end voting. Whatever crazy thing pops into his mind, and I thought we just give him way too much credit. Oh, the guy's sitting in Racine, Wisconsin in the bar. You know, what's really concerning them?
Sandra Lee's Swiftie moment. Sandra Lee is having a personal renaissance, and it's all thanks to Taylor Swift. The 58-year-old culinary queen opened up to Us Weekly about how the pop superstar has influenced her journey back into the spotlight. Lee, who is returning to the public eye with her new show Blue Ribbon Baking Championship on Netflix, credits Swift for teaching her essential life management skills. I check in with myself often, Lee shared. Is it okay with you, Sandy? Does this work for you? Have you made this mistake before? She says she learned this self-check approach from none other than Taylor Swift. We all have much to teach each other and ourselves, Lee added. Lee recalled a pivotal moment watching Swift handle criticism in the 2020 documentary Miss Americana. In one scene, Swift talked about how she questioned herself after a hurtful social media comment. Sitting in her car, Swift asked, "Are we going to do this again?" This moment struck a chord with Lee. She's absolutely right. You don't have to check with someone else. You have to check with yourself because you're the person that has to live with you.
A lot of times I will ask myself, hey, Sandy, is this good with you? Like, think this through. So I'll talk to myself. And I learned that technique from watching Taylor Swift question herself. She was sitting in the car and she goes, I asked myself, are we going to do this again? We decided not to do this again. And it was the way she said it. And in that moment, I thought she's absolutely right.
Despite not being a die-hard fan before, Lee's admiration for Swift grew after this revelation. Although I haven't gone to the concert, she admitted, who can get tickets? It's a relatable sentiment for many Swifties who have struggled with the ticket-buying chaos.
And so, yeah, I wasn't a Swiftie before that moment. You don't have to check with someone else. You have to check with yourself because you're the person that has to live. And I guess now I am. Although I haven't gone to the concert, who can get tickets?
That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.